Hey gang, Tony here with my weekly movie roundup. This time, the weekly movie roundup is brought to you by AddictedToHorrorMovies.com. Check them out. So, being that it's brought to you by AddictedToHorrorMovies.com, you might realize that I'm going to talk about mostly horror movies. Mostly. I didn't watch all horror movies like I planned. I did watch a couple that don't really fit that category, but what are you gonna do? Okay, so for those of you who are new viewers, if this is playing on AddictedHorrorMovies.com and you don't know who I am, what I'm doing here, why I'm talking about movies, let me tell you. I don't review them. I just talk about them a little bit. It's a little roundup. So I'm not really, this is not an official review. I give stars every once in a while, just kind of like what I thought of them. And I don't consider myself qualified to do this at all. So don't expect some brilliance here, because you will not get it. Alright, first movie I watched was Home Sweet Hell. That was on Netflix DVD rental. I don't think it's on Instant yet. So I got the DVD in the mail. This was not a horror movie, but I would deem it dark comedy. And it's basically about a man who is married to a kind of obsessive compulsive woman she's just obsessed with goals and making sure that everything in their life is perfect. And he has an affair with a woman that he hires for his furniture store. And that's all I'm going to say about that. That's the setup for the movie. Now, being that it is a dark comedy, you obviously can maybe use your imagination to understand where it might go from there. There is some blood involved in the movie, which is cool. Not a great movie, not one of my favorites. In terms of dark comedy, it was predictable. I kind of saw where it was going. I think on, like, if you look at Rotten Tomatoes or any of those sites, I'm pretty sure it has like a 17% or like some real ridiculously low rating. Is it that bad? Of course not. Rotten Tomatoes is full of shit. But it is not a great movie by any stretch of the imagination. I would say worth a watch if you're into dark comedies and just for the perverse nature of the decisions that people make in these sorts of movies. So I would give it probably 5 or 6 out of 10 stars. I know I said I don't rate the movies, right? I don't know. What are you going to do? I'm a big liar. Next up, The Canal. The Canal was available on Netflix Instant, so if you want to check it out, it is free if you subscribe. This was a decent movie. It's also one of those movies that you watch and then like a week later you can't really remember anything about it, which probably says a lot in and of itself. That's the other thing about these videos. I don't prepare at all except to write down the movies that I watched, so yeah. I don't know who was in it. I don't know the actors' names. I can't remember the character names. But if I remember correctly, it's about a family that moves into a house and some weird stuff starts happening once the husband finds out that there were some grisly murders at this particular house. And they live near a canal, and the canal's involved in the murders in some way that we're not really sure. And you get I got kind of like a Shining vibe from it a little bit. The man starts kind of slowly losing touch with reality, and you're not really sure if there's an actual supernatural element to it or if it's all in his mind. I kind of like those movies where there's a little bit of psychological conundrum involved. So it goes off into some slow moments here and there. But overall, again, a decent watch. I would a little better than the Home Sweet Hell. Maybe like a 6 out of 10 stars. Give it a shot. You may not like it, but if it's one of those late nights and you don't know what to watch, it's worth it. Next up, Wolf Cop. I can't believe I waited this long to watch Wolf Cop. This is available on Netflix Instant as well, and it is much better than I expected, which is a good thing. I heard a lot about it being like, you know, it's very much like a Grindhouse movie, very much a B-movie, cult horror kind of thing. And I agree with that, but it's one of those B-movies that is done well. You know how there are the B-movies that are B-movies because they're shot like shit and they're just not well written and not really well directed. That's what makes it a B movie. This is a B movie more along because of the content and because it's kind of campy, tongue-in-cheek. I thought it was shot pretty well. I thought the script was pretty good. It was even almost, you could almost take this movie seriously for the first, like, I don't know, half an hour, 40 minutes or so. And then once the cop becomes a wolf cop, things get a little more out of hand. There are a couple of twists in this that are pretty cool. I totally recommend this one. I had a lot of fun with this. Get drunk, you know? Make a drinking game out of it. Drink every time the wolf cop drinks, something like that. I don't know. No, you probably die of alcohol poisoning if you do that. Don't do that. But it's a decent movie. I would say 8. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 because it's fun. And that's all that matters, right? I'm going to watch it again. 8 stars. Next up, A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night. This is also available on Netflix Instant. It is a foreign movie, so if you're not down with subtitles, you may not want to watch it. However, I would suggest you do. There's not a lot of dialogue. I mean, there's dialogue, but there's not so much that it becomes annoying to have to read the subtitles. I personally don't care about subtitles, but if you do, just putting it out there. I don't really want to say much about this movie, even though I feel like if you read the summary, it probably gives the thing away that I don't want to say. But it's very stylized, black and white. There's just great music in it that fits the mood really well. I feel like a lot of people would hate this movie because of the pacing and because it's not an outright gore-fest horror movie. But it does have, I wouldn't even necessarily say, like, it's not a scary movie. It's just, it has this very highly stylized creep factor to it. And I really can't say much more about it, honestly. Watch it. I give it 8 stars out of 10. It's got some really great moments in it. But I will warn you, it is slow, it is a foreign movie, it is maybe a little more on like art house side of things than horror, which is why I hesitate to say much, but hey, give it a shot. And finally, I did watch, this is the movie that's definitely not horror, but was pretty good. It's Unbroken. I got this one off the Redbox rental machine, or rental robot or Redbox. And it's pretty much a war movie that goes, actually, it has a lot of facets to it that I wasn't expecting. There's a lot of variation. It's not just a one-note horror or war movie. Some flashbacks, some stuff about racing in the Olympics, and then, of course, the war stuff. Becoming a prisoner at a war camp, and again, you know, it's one of those emotional roller coaster type movies with a lot of action and suspense, and I enjoyed it. I'm gonna give this one probably about 8 stars as well. I would check it out, you know, as the one non-horror movie on the list. Give it a shot. Alright guys, that is my weekly movie roundup. I hope you enjoyed. Check out addictedtohorrormovies.com if you're watching on my YouTube. And if you're watching on addictedtohorrormovies.com, check out my YouTube. I'll see you guys soon. Breathe deep of the night. Bye.